Hi, this is Joe Kluter. Welcome back to the race shop. Well, recently you heard the story about how I bought a race car on a Monday. Then I bought another race car on a Wednesday. Then I bought another race car on a Friday. Well, as I said in the last video, the week was not over. So it's Sunday morning, and I belong to a group called NEAR, New England Antique Racers Association, which is a great group, really preserving the history of New England from racing. Well, there was an annual meeting I had to go to. So as I'm saying goodbye to my lovely wife, Terry, and she kisses me goodbye, she says, "Do not buy another race car." I'm like, I'm done. I bought 3 this week. I'm absolutely done. So drive out to the auditorium, 150 people, nice stage for our annual business meeting. So they go through the business meeting. They're talking about what happened the previous year and what's going to happen the next year. And they said, does anybody have any new business they'd like to discuss? So I'm sitting at a table with a bunch of friends, and somebody gets up at the podium and says, well, we got a call recently from a gentleman who has a pace car from Stafford Springs Motor Speedway. It's been sitting in his barn for decades, and he would like to give it to somebody as long as they take it out and display it and show it to other people. So he'll give it to somebody. So I'm sitting there with 100+ people. Nobody's raising their hand. So in my mind, I'm not buying it. It's free. She said, don't buy another race car. Well, I'm not buying one. It's free. So slowly, ever so slowly, I raised my hand up. And then finally, he looked down and went, okay, Joe, I'll give you the phone number. You get a new car. And this was the pace car. It was kind of a cute gremlin pace car from Stafford Motor Speedway. What on earth am I going to tell Terry when I get home? Well, 20 minutes later, a gentleman walks up to me. His name's Rick Mariscal from Rhode Island. And he says, sir, he said, I'm opening a museum, and I would love to have that car to be able to go out and do some shows and publicize the museum. I went, it's yours. It's your car. Have fun. Here's the phone number. Here's the guy to call. It's your car. So we kind of kid because I see that car a lot on Facebook. I always kid that I owned that car for 20 minutes. So I went home at the end of the day and I did not buy a new race car. So it's kind of a funny ending to the week. But I want to take a minute just to recognize Rick Mariscal and R.A. Silva, who's a historian also from Rhode Island. They built a Pro 9 motorsports museum. It's in Pawtucket. And if you ever get a chance, I mean, Rick started in 1983 just collecting old historic cars, like Old Blue, the Wood Chopper. And he had cars squirreled away in different people's barns and garages, and he had them everywhere in hopes that someday he would have a museum he could own. Well, it was in 2004 that he opened up the Pro 9 Motorsports Museum in Pawtucket. If you ever get a chance to stop in and see it, it's the true history of racing in the Northeast. It's got about 7,000 square feet. The building's actually 120 years old. And if you ever get a chance to sit down with Rick and RA, have a discussion about racing, you'll be very thankful that you did. So until the next time, follow your dreams, and God bless America.